Hey then, welcome to After Work. My name is Valentine, and in this channel we talk about various data science topics that are important when you're starting out your data science career. If such topics interest you, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about becoming a data scientist within the healthcare industry, and we'll talk about some different projects, not all, but just a few different projects that you would undertake as a data scientist if you're working in a healthcare institution or maybe a pharmaceutical institution. And this should give you an idea of what to expect. Maybe when you're starting to learn data science, you might that is the sector that you come from, and you might want to focus on just basically knowing whatever types of tools or methodologies that you need to take into consideration, and the kinds of even responsibilities that you'll be undertaking. All right, so let's get started. So in terms of working as a data scientist, the most basic form of data science work that you're going to be doing is descriptive analysis, which will involve just basically performing basic data analysis with the data that you're going to be working with. You will be exposed to, if you work in still across many different institutions within the healthcare institution, within industry, you might work with different types of data, maybe from operations kinds of data about how maybe inventory is being handled within a particular institution, or maybe the day-to-day activity data on maybe staff or HR. You could also, towards an extent, also work with clinical data, on patients' data, diagnostic data, labs data. You might also end up working also with financial data, and all of that might require you to perform some sort of descriptive analysis, which would to help those institutions that you're working with be more efficient in what they are doing, whether it's serving for the customers that they're serving, whether it's creating new products that they are creating. It could be a pharmaceutical company where you're doing a lot of research and you have lots of data. So descriptive analysis is something that you would need to really get good at, and as a data scientist you need to take that into consideration as the core of what you're going to be doing. When it comes to the clinical aspect, the type of other analysis that you're going to be doing is prescriptive analysis, which might involve being able to map out maybe the spread of diseases or the needs of a particular institution. It could be that you might be able to create models that would predict a certain product depreciating, or a product becoming less within an organization. So you would in turn help inform that particular decision that would lead maybe to ensuring that particular products are always in stock for the organization or for the healthcare organization. That way, in terms of serving the users or customers, that is always happening. When it comes to also monitoring patient health, you might also work with a lot of patient data that would help influence diagnostic and treatment processes, and still that might also involve also maybe a bit of predictive analysis. So as a data scientist, those are different kinds of projects that you might undertake while you're working in the healthcare industry. But at the same time, it's not limited to also if you work in an environment where not so much has been done in terms of the data that exists. Maybe a lot of data is being stored in maybe files and etc. You might be called to perform database management roles. That means being able to create those systems that allow the institution to perform data collection, store it in digital format, in the right format. So perform a bit of some data engineering task, ensuring that data that's collected is stored in the right format. and then it's also retrieved in the right format in an efficient way. That way, when it comes to maybe data analysis, not so much that needs to be done when it comes maybe to data wrangling, and also ensuring that data is well and secured within where it has been stored. So in terms of descriptive, and in terms of the different types of analysis, you'd end up doing descriptive analysis, where you're working with just either you're going to maybe create reports or dashboards to help stakeholders make critical decisions, or you might be able to perform prescriptive analysis, which might involve creating being able to create models that influence diagnostic or treatment processes, or even operation decisions, or even, there's also this other type of analysis, diagnostic analysis, which might require you to perform hypothesis testing and experimental research design to determine the cause of particular problems within an organization. All right, so I hope you were able to just get an idea of the kinds of different responsibilities and projects that you might undertake if you were to work within the healthcare industry. And I think from now you can just try and just go to different resources, just Google around to figure out the different kinds of projects that possibly an institution that you're working for or one that you'd want to work for, the kinds of data science projects that they usually undertake, or even reach out to someone also who also works as a data scientist within a particular setup where you'd want to work in, but not just one, but many, and they would also help inform what you would possibly want to learn and focus on. All right, so that's it for this video. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd want to get informed of such videos about becoming a data scientist, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video.